Okay, welcome back to the show. My name is Kerbin Johnson.
I am Juan Villalobos.
No one says your name wrong.
What are you talking about? Everyone says my name wrong.
No, I say my name incorrect because that everyone says, "Oh, your name is so hard to say." Is it Kerbin's?
Oh, I see. Well, people say Sabalos, Salabos, Sibilance.
Well, the first one's right.
No, but I gotten so used to it that I answered to it. So.
The first one is right by these standards.
Fair enough. I don't know what that means, but sure.
So it's gonna be Sabalos, and then the other one.
Go ahead. What's the other one?
Well, that's one that you're gonna have to fill the slot in.
Go ahead. Got it.
So
sure.
that's all up to you. Silv, is your last name that too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you're just gonna say no? Oh. No, but that's how it like.
See,
it's
I told you.
No, it's this county.
Representation.
Then we're gonna talk about that.
Over. I don't know what that.
John Leguizamo didn't say one thing about Black Panther.
No.
Not one.
That's good.
We got a lot of Mexicans in the Black Panther movie. He didn't say not one word. They was hopping right on into Wakanda.
Damn.
He didn't say anything.
Were they Mexican though?
Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't be.
I mean, yes. It's kind of obvious that they are.
Duh.
He's like,
Go ahead. What happened was que
he was like, "Am my enemies?" Yes, they were. Well, the winged man was definitely
right on.
Mexican. Okay, so they say the economy's crashing.
Yeah.
Some people are saying we're at the bottom. Some people are saying we're at the middle. It's going to get a lot worse, a lot uglier. What do you think?
Aren't we technically in a recession?
We are technically, yes.
Then it's probably going to go down for a little bit. Cool minute.
Well, they're saying that from Q1 to Q2, there was like a very, very small dip financially.
Right.
So the GDP went down by like 0.2 or 0.02 or something
negligible
like that.
Number.
And then now the tech companies are doing their thing. Between Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, they've each dumped a lot of employees. We're talking about Facebook, 13,000. Amazon, 10,000. Twitter, 4,400.
And why do you think that is? What do you think they're letting people go for?
Well, everybody's
tech
trying to. Tech is hot, but me working in tech, I do recognize that tech is not. At least social tech is going down.
Social tech, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, in my company, I think it's like it. I mean, it's a little different because it's a different industry, but it's pretty big right now. It's what do they call it? SaaS, software as a service. So it's more vital than it would be the social.
It's going up.
Tech, yeah.
See, on our end, it's going down, and it's going down across the board, not just like one company. It's like all companies that have their business in digital media.
Really?
Yeah. So not only do people not know exactly what these platforms are doing as far as like the trend towards vertical video and it's not monetized and blah, 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 blah. People are confused. The stuff that used to work on Facebook is not working anymore. A lot of people are stopped using. Do y'all use Facebook?
I think my mom does sometimes.
Facebook?
Do you use Facebook?
Sometimes, yeah. Versus like what it used to be.
Right.
People used to use.
To be a big
it used to be crack.
Yep.
I remember people used to be like, "This is my last day on Facebook," and it'd be like, "Bye," and then they come back like 2 days later. So I'm back.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't keep me away from a good time.
Right. So, but Facebook is going down. The numbers are going down. It's been going down for like a year. Disney Plus down by like a billion.
They keep coming out with new stuff though.
They do, and maybe they're trying to curtail the losses, or I don't know, whatever. But first of all, the stuff that they're coming out with, I think, is one of the reasons why they're failing. Not just the economy, but did we really need to see She-Hulk twerking?
Don't think so. Yeah, they think just because they got the big franchises that they're solid, but if what you're putting out is garbage,
I won't even say garbage. It just doesn't cater to a massive audience, because I think that companies look at how people vote, right, and they're like, oh wow, like the more popular voting block believes in what we believe in,
right?
But chances are the more popular voting block believes in like a portion of what you believe in, but they don't need it thrown into their face. They're more just caring about like very specific things. So they care about like reproductive rights, but they don't really need to. They're not really paying attention to certain smaller bits and pieces of the fight, quote unquote. So if you're serving that to them, thinking, well, you guys voted how we wanted you to vote, because everything is political now. Yeah. So they're confused. So if you remember Billy Eichner,
Billy on the Street,
right? Yeah. And he made that movie, Bros, and 17 people went to go watch it.
I heard it was more than that.
Really?
Statistically, at least 18.
Oh, that's it. I was going to say, no. He was saying that the straight people didn't want to support a gay movie. It's our fault. I mean, I don't know if you identify as straight, but he was saying that we need to pretty much go to the theaters and watch it because he made this with us in mind. But this is what I've been trying to tell people. The battles don't really cross. Like, I don't think it's fair for him to be like, oh, black people have to go watch this because it's a gay movie. But it's not.
I see
what you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same.
I wasn't sure what you were talking about. I got you.
Battle. And then it's going to be like, well, people of color need to go watch this movie because we're all minorities. People of color are not like, oh, I need to go support this LGBT film because we're in the same minority umbrella. We need to. I'm just going to support a movie I want to watch.
Right.
And so that movie tanked. And then there's just this like large ripple effect. We're seeing housing. This is why we need Sam here. We've seen housing prices go down. Yeah. In various markets. Right. I mean, if you want to buy a house pretty soon, it's going to be the right time. Except the interest rate keeps going up. But you can always get it and then refinance. But whatever. So, are you scared?
A little bit, just because the renters market is going up a lot. Like it's
supposed to be going down right now too.
Yeah, hopefully, and I've seen because my lease is up in end of the year, so I'm already looking for apartments, and the prices are like more than what they used to be, obviously. But I do feel they were more than when I checked like 6 months ago. 6 months ago it was a lot more, but and you're getting more for the price, so it's kind of interesting. Like 2000 6 months ago only got you less than 600 square feet of space.
How much?
Like less than 600 square feet for like $2,000. That was like 6 months ago when I was checking, and lately it's been like 6, 7, 800 square feet, 900 square feet. And there was some that were like 1,200 square feet, and it would be like a 2-bed 1-bath, or a 1-bed 1-bath, and that kind of thing. So, but it's still kind of scary just because I have to make enough to pay for that, and that's kind of been also a struggle, is salaries and stuff. So
you're for sure gonna have to pay more?
Yeah. Well, there's 33 here. It would be like 1,100, but still 1,100. Like it wouldn't go down necessarily.
That's what you pay now?
Right.
Oh well. You can find an $1,100 place. Well, a place for you to pay $1,100.
Right. Yeah.
That's not going to be.
It's been the case so far. It's just, it's scary. I don't want it to
money.
go up. It is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, especially for a rental.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe your mom's right. Colorado.
It's lovely. I like Colorado.
Do a quick Google search. Let's do this, Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah, from.
Am I your Jamie?
Yeah. Okay, so let's look up a city in Colorado that is not Denver, because Denver is going to be expensive.
Okay, so let me do Colorado Springs.
Okay, Colorado Springs. Look for a 2-bedroom.
2-bed.
Yeah.
1 bath?
1 bath.
Apartment. We're talking on apartments.com. Not sponsored.
But I mean, we could be.
We could be. Well, these first ones are like 22, 27. But these are like, this is at Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak is like a big, it's fancy.
Okay. Let's go to the hood.
I got $1,699, $1,700 for a 2-bed.
That's how much I pay now.
$1,738, $1,649.
Oh, when you say 1738, you got to do it right.
Oh, sorry, $1,738. How did I do?
Little low.
Okay, right.
Low key.
$1,649. So kind of like slightly less than here.
Slightly less, because I pay $1,800 right now.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
You don't live in the hood. You just kind of live.
Yes. No, I'm sorry. I pay $1,600 right now.
Really?
Yeah, $1,600.
Well,
$800
were you guys
each.
like rent controlled or anything? Or?
No. 2-bedroom, $1,600 is what we pay right now.
I know.
And that's in the valley.
Yeah, middle of the valley.
Yeah. So it's not that much different.
No. But if you look, like, what would be a place you would assume they're cheaper?
Say it again?
What would be a city or a state where you'd assume rent is cheaper right now?
Oh, well, originally I would think like Florida, but everybody's moving to Florida.
Yeah.
And my friends in Tampa told me how much they pay, and it was more than me.
Dang.
By a lot. Maybe some parts of Texas. I've heard Midland, Texas is very cheap. They got pretty much like 7 sticks and 2 pieces of gum over there and a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But I've seen houses on TikTok over there that's like, maybe I could live in the woods.
Right. But that's now the only way you can get decent price stuff is if you live in the middle of nowhere. And you're okay with driving 15 minutes to the gas station, 15 minutes to the grocery store, 15 minutes over there.
I don't mind that, me personally. But I don't know how you're getting through LA without a car.
I'm surviving. I don't know. But I don't go anywhere. I work from home. I usually take Jessica's car if I need to go anywhere, like grocery shopping.
Do you ever take the car to go see your other family?
No.
Okay.
I feel like that's disrespectful
Yeah.
to the family.
Yeah.
So I just Uber there.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't want to give them the idea that I have money. So it's like, I'll take the Uber. I took my bus tokens.
I'm driving a Hyundai. They're going to think I'm rich.
Yeah. Get out of here. They're like, dang. You're not paying enough alimony. Oh, shit.
Sheesh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I watched a video from Graham Steffens that said the stocks are in the toilet right now. Everything is like 50% down. Not everything, obviously, but like a lot is down by a considerable number. And he was saying that Jerome Powell from the Fed, his whole plan was like, let's just up the interest on houses, because ultimately if you can sell houses, the economy will grow.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Do you understand that like circular motion?
Yeah.
Because like it gives everybody jobs and da 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 da.
Correct.
Right. And just working at a company where we're looking at like advertisement. People are not willing to spend if they don't think it's going to make them money immediately.
Okay.
Versus back in the day, people were like, well, we got to try a bunch of things.
Yeah,
see
they
what
want their
sticks.
ROI right there.
Yeah, they. It's not that they need to know, but they need to have a very high percentage of like, okay, we're not about to lose our money.
Yeah.
Versus in COVID, people was like, yo, let's make a commercial, let's make this, let's make that, let's just.
That's probably affecting like the social tech companies. That's probably why. Or has a factor.
The thing is, viewership is down.
People got to go back to work. Think about that. You know, right now everyone's looking for money wherever they can. They don't have time to sit and watch all this stuff. They're at work.
Okay, now I have to know what 2019 looked like in comparison to 2022. What if it was all we're just correcting?
Could be. I'm a mathematician, so you know.
Oh, that's it.
Me and the economy, we're like this.
That's it. Huh. That actually kind of removes a little bit of stress because 2020, obviously, the numbers are going crazy.
You're right.
2021 is probably a little bit less, but still up, especially because we were consuming so much political stuff.
Yes.
When 2020, I think, even for me, I was just watching everything everybody had to offer. I was like, boy, I got the time. But by late 2021, especially when the TikToks started getting longer, you know, TikToks are up to 10 minutes now.
Are they?
I saw 2 TikToks. One guy
right.
making a cake in a prison, and it was like 7 minutes. And then I watched a Mr. Beast video that was almost 8 minutes long.
Dang. They had IG stories do the same thing. They're like
They're a minute.
Put the whole TikTok can fit in your IG story, which is kind of sad that
1 minute,
they have to compete. Yeah.
but not the whole thing.
I had one that was like, well, I didn't actually count how long it was, but it put the whole TikTok in there.
See if it was under a minute.
Yeah.
Because IG stories now took it from 15 seconds to a minute.
Right.
And I know some people don't like that. I kind of do.
Yeah.
Because now it doesn't have to, like, I was always only sharing things that was under 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Because if people know that they have to tap to go to the next one, it's too long for them.
They swipe away.
But there are some people who are saying short form vertical content is the way. But I only see everybody starting to watch longer and longer and longer clips. Like YouTube, if you pay attention, YouTube numbers for short videos are down, right? But YouTube itself is not down. So What does that mean? It means that people are watching these super long podcasts.
Yeah.
I watch podcasts that are like 3 hours long.
Yeah, I watch. It's not a podcast, but it's a show, and they're like 3-4 hours long.
What show is that?
It's a show. This is the Dungeons and Dragons show, and I'll be watching it, and it's 3 to 4 hour long sessions, and I watch it, and I'm not ashamed. Let me be my nerdy self, man.
I'm sorry. What do they do on this show?
They play Dungeons and Dragons.
What's the name of it?
Critical Role.
Critical
Role. ROLE.
All right, let's see what this is all about. Critical Role. Pops right back, right up. Okay.
Pretty big media company right now.
Okay. Oh, it's a media company that does this. Okay, that's interesting to know. All right, let's see if we're connected. This thing is called Roadcaster Pro. All right. We are connected. Let's go and listen to goodness gracious 4 hours long. Is this the one that you work on?
No, I did watch that one, and it was interesting.
Okay, you got your headphones on?
I don't have headphones.
Okay.
Welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us.
Which one are you playing?
112,000 views.
Yep.
So they're gonna play a full game of Dungeons and Dragons?
Not a full game, but like it's episodic. So it's
A
like
full game is not 4 hours long?
no. Games run for months.
Months?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. Before we jump into tonight's episode, we do have some announcements to get to, beginning with our first sponsor of the night, Hit Point Press. Sam?
Welcome back.
Got it. I'm gonna turn that off.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it if you don't like that kind of thing.
I don't know what it is.
It's acting. Legitimately, it's acting. That's all it is.
Dungeons and Dragon?
Yeah.
Or the show?
Both.
Acting.
It's acting. Dungeons and Dragons is acting. It's you pretending to be somebody else, and you play along in the story. That's it. It's fun.
How did you find this?
I had friends that play it. I have cousins that played it, and I've always wanted to because it's cool. Oh, the show?
Yeah.
It's famous. It's like it's big in Dungeons and Dragons in general.
So you see, people are still on YouTube. They're just watching longer stuff.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that doesn't account for is live streams. What do you think live streams are like? Because people watch, like, that show is broadcasted live on YouTube and Twitch, and then they put the full thing like a couple of days later.
So I think live streams is a touchy subject because I find it similar to the same hype as Oculus.
Like VR.
Where there is a pocket of people that are all about it. And I think live is good for people who need a body pillow, a life body pillow.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I can turn it on. I'm doing homework.
Chat
I'm
with them
chilling.
if I want to.
Yeah, it's just in the background. And these streamers be streaming for like hours and hours
Twitch is
and
a
hours.
huge community.
Right.
Huge, ginormous.
And I think these people are like, I can listen to them stream for the next like 6 hours, and it could just be in the background. It's almost like you turn the radio on,
Right.
and you could go around about your day. You could leave the house, you can come back, still on.
Yep.
And I think that's what it's good for.
Yeah.
But do I think that it's overtaking things? Let's say like TikTok. No.
No.
I don't think so.
I think it has its own pocket.
Yeah, it's a
in its own lane.
niche thing. So with everything falling, they say that the elections play a role, and here's how. So whenever you have a house that is opposite to the president, then you have like a gridlock, and the market likes gridlock situations because now they can't account for change. So when nothing changes, we can make a plan for how we can create more growth in companies. But if the House, the Senate, everything is on the same side, now there's more opportunity for change to come, new taxes, new incentives, new this, new that the market can't always play around with. And now the market, it can't support growth until there's gridlock.
Yep.
So as we're seeing, I don't know, it's 38 days after the election and it still hasn't been figured out. But it looks like,
Is it 38 days?
no, it happened
I
last
was
Tuesday.
like, wait a minute. It was on the 8th.
It just happened.
All right.
Ish. It happened a week ago.
A week ago.
Just think about that.
Sure.
We still don't know. But it looks like it's all going to end up on the same side. So that kind of means that the market will continue to tank at least for another year, because once 2023 is over, what are we in?
The actual election.
The next election cycle. And typically we either notice that first term president doesn't do a whole lot around the election cycle aside from just campaign, because they want to drop all their bombs on the second term, because now, hey, I can't come back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So,
And that's if he's cognizant enough to make it to the second term.
I love the Joe Biden videos on TikTok where he's like,
It's all gibberish.
yeah, he's like, and then the can't fly.
If there's one thing I remember, I guess, and you're like, what?
And he's like, anyways.
You know how it is.
I love that. But the fly one to me is the
Yeah.
best one. I'd put him down in here as much as fly. Man, that is so great.
Oh, Joe.
But, we know that he has his own agenda. You know, there's a lot of change that can come from that plane, which makes it scary. Jerome Powell did say that in order to stabilize the economy, he has to create a lot of job loss. He has to create more unemployment because too many people have jobs right now.
Okay.
And the the unemployment rate is very, very low. And with that being said, that ain't going to help the economy. So that's why they're upping the interest rate on these houses, trying to slow down the economy, which some people say the economy could just slow itself down. So let's say we get to the point where everything is so expensive, everyone refuses to pay for it, and then nobody has a choice but to just lower prices.
Right.
Who knows at what point that will happen? But it would have to happen. Because think about real estate, right? It goes up 50% over the course of 2 years, maybe a little bit more than that.
Right.
And then people are buying. And they're buying because the interest rate is so low. They're like, oh, shoot, I can buy this house that used to be $350. Now it's $600, but it's at 1%.
Right.
But now that the prices are falling, but the interest rate is at 8%. It almost is still a deal because the prices are so much lower. But every time I ask this question, somebody got a couple of words of pizza and pepperoni to tell me that that's wrong.
Right.
I still don't get it. Maybe I should have studied.
Was it Sam the one that was telling you?
No, because I can't listen to Sam because every time I say numbers to him, the numbers begin
gets mad.
confusing. Yeah, he's
Fuck.
damn it. I have real estate. I got it.
I'm a veteran.
I got it. Yes. So, so that is happening. So I'm a little bit scared about the future of companies.
Yeah, definitely. As a small business owner, you gotta think about that too.
Yeah, I feel like small businesses, it really depends on what your business is, but they have maybe more of a chance of surviving only because they have a lot less overhead.
Yeah.
Companies that have all these employees, and then they got to let them go. But then when they let them go, clearly they were serving some kind of purpose. So what's going to happen with that? Everybody's trying to conserve cash.
Yep.
I want to conserve as much cash as possible. I know I just made a large purchase and I'm trying to sell my old car to pay for my new car.
Right.
Because despite like doing okay, that all could change in a single. That could change in a single day. So there's just a lot of fear, and I think it's a very dangerous thing for our quote unquote political leaders to focus on other things right now, because as Bill Clinton famously said as a response to this question, what's the most important thing to Americans right now? His response, the economy, stupid. Because I know I can't be upset about X, Y, and Z broke on the side of the street.
Yep.
You got to be able to give people the ability to have homes, feed themselves, clothe themselves, take care of family. Everything else comes like 10th.
Yep. Housing first. That's Housing Works' model. Big shout out to them.
Housing works. Housing works. I think I went by to one of their spots.
Oh, you did?
North Hollywood?
That's LA Housing.
The ops.
New facility.
I voted there. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
LA Family Housing, I think it's called.
You should have told me. I would have right up in there and been like, housing first.
Well, Easy works there.
Oh, that's fine then. Never mind, they're great.
Yeah, it used to be an old motel that like shut down, and
Yes, they used to have a lot of prostitutes
rebuilt.
in there.
Yep, they rebuilt and they made it LA Family Housing.
That's not as great anymore.
Yeah, less stutes.
Less stutes. I love those stutes. But yeah, I voted in there. Did you vote?
I did.
Yeah, I did voting, but I had to go to 2 locations because they didn't have my information in the first one. I'm telling you, I put in every bit of information, like first name, last name, address, old address from 10 years ago, middle name, last name, combination of first name, middle name, first name.
Yeah, nothing, huh?
Nothing. I had to go home. They was like, "Oh, it's Norwalk's fault." I was like, "Who is that?"
Norwalk. What does
Yeah,
Norwalk
because they're
got to do
saying
with
the main computer's in Norwalk, and they were like, "Did you just move there?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been living on the street since
you? Yeah.
since it was being terrorized."
Right, yeah.
Okay, I've been there forever.
Yes.
And they were like, "Oh, you're not in the computer." I had to go to an elementary school, which I think is a problem.
What?
You want a bunch of the kids were in school.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I had to go to an elementary school to vote.
I don't know. I don't remember. I think my apartment complex where I used to live, it was at their main office. So I would just get up and go to the main office and vote.
You did it in the mail?
In the mail. In the hall.
I don't really trust that mail stuff.
You'd be like those guys that stand outside with the guns outside the mailboxes to ensure the safety of the vote.
Listen, I don't know if I really call it. When you say mail-in, what did you do?
I filled it in and then I dropped it off at the thing.
Okay, I did that one time, but I don't really believe it. Mainly because I feel like, okay, this is why. I feel like they could just do any old thing. Mm-hmm. When I went to go vote, I never had to show my ID.
Right.
I went in.
You just give the last name.
I gave my last name. They turned the iPad over to say, "Is this you?" I said, "Yep." How do you know that?
I mean, they don't. I guess it's true. They don't have picture ID, but
How you know I'm Kerbin Schlonston?
right. But it's the honor system at that point.
No,
Right?
no, I know honesty.
Okay, go ahead.
And then the mail-in stuff, they always say like they counted it within X amount of time, but then a bunch of random votes be coming in like,
Oh boy.
listen, man, I don't really
boy.
be trusting it.
Kill next episode. You're like, I feel like the Earth is not round. I feel
The Earth
like
is
it's
not round.
flat.
The Earth is spherical. It's not round. It's a sphere.
Oh boy. At least you know that.
I do know that, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying there's anything happening. I just say that I don't all the way trust it because A, it's new. B, when it came out, everybody's favorite doctor was like, "Nah, y'all could go stand in line. You're not gonna catch COVID." Remember that? And then they were like, "Nah, but for people's health, just mail it in." But then it's not a mail. You got to go to the mailbox thing and then drop it off.
Yes.
So it's not really mailing.
Right. I think the mail-in part is it mails to you.
Oh.
And then you go take it.
Oh, okay. And then I don't know, man. Something about it just doesn't feel all the way right. And also, we're the first Jews.
Right on. Okay. Thanks for watching us, and we may never see you again. So thanks so far.
Just kidding. I don't know who the first Jews are. Could have been the dinosaurs. I don't know.
Could have been.
But I'm just saying. I don't know. To me, it's almost like saying you have to trust the system. When don't we all know that the system is a little funky?
Yep. That's like Ron Funches. You know Ron Funches?
Who's that?
Stand-up comedian.
No.
He's talking about he doesn't trust people that don't believe in any conspiracy theories.
Oh yes,
And
I've
it's
heard of
like,
this guy.
You just think the government's batting 1,000.
I agree.
They're telling you the whole truth. Really? Not a single conspiracy you believe in.
I believe in Ron Funches.
Yeah.
I don't know the conspiracies, to be honest with you. I don't like. I've seen some of the YouTube videos. Some of it sounds quite far fetched, but to me, it just doesn't feel right. There's many things I could say, but
You remember homeboy at the mall that believed in the lizard people? I think living in the sewers or whatever, and they're in the government. He used to be.
Who was that?
You know, I'll tell you off air. He used to watch videos all the time at lunch about the lizard people.
Oh, he was working with us?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't remember that, but I'm glad I don't remember that because I would have been told him, boy, if you don't get up and go do your job, I know I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think Ron Funches is onto something.
Yes.
I believe a healthy amount of things that the government tells us, especially because we're in data, like we're in the
Right.
data era
Right.
of Earth. But at the same time, you telling me you could give me all precise information.
Yes.
Like I got called by EDD
Okay.
and they was asking me questions about something that happened 2 years ago. On specific dates.
Where
I was
were you
like,
on the 14th. I don't know.
no, for real, like of this month. I was like, I don't know, was homeboy still alive? But they did. It was like, but did you get paid that day? I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Most likely.
And she was like, I know. This is dumb. That's what she was like. She was like, I know we asking you questions from 600 days ago. And it's obvious, like, no one could remember what happened in the craziest year in the past 100 years. But do you remember what happened on March? Like, no.
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 Quit asking me.
I don't know. You know? So if they got all these hoops and loops in the system, come on now.
There's got to be at least a couple conspiracies.
I'm a believe in like 60% of the government and whatever they say. And the thing about the government is they say things that you can also think about for yourself. You know, there's a lot of things that they say that are opinion. So like I watched an interview with AOC. Okay. And she's like, there's so many things. But the first one she goes, they ask her, are you going to pay the $8 a month to be on Twitter? She goes, you know, Elon Musk is in debt right now. Like he took on a massive financial burden with Twitter because he overpaid for it. And he's in debt and he's like pretty much broke. And they said, okay, but are you going to pay the $8? She goes, well, why would I help a billionaire? And I was like, well, wait a second.
You just said it was broke.
Yeah. Which one is it? Is he broke or is he a billionaire? Or is he just slightly less billionaire than he was 20 seconds ago? And then she was saying how like they're saying that crime is up in New York by X percentage. And she goes, but crime is down by 33%. But then she says, but when are they counting crime is up from? Are they counting it up from 2020 when everybody was inside? Then of course crime would be up.
Right.
But if you use my metric, crime is down. And nobody said, when are you counting crime being down? You see what I'm saying? They give you just enough information for you to be like, nah, hold on now. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, the stuff the government tells me I'm going to believe is like cold, hard facts. Like you got to be like, tax rate is 22%. I'll be like, all right, I believe that.
For sure.
See what I'm saying?
Quick, easy. And it's like,
That's
okay,
it.
cool.
Like the stuff that's
I'll
like
believe you.
the rules. All right, I believe you. You made the rule, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
You know,
I'll pay
but
the
if they
tax.
start saying stuff, it's like, all right, I might look at it a little funky, you know, and then be like, let me just do my own research,
Right.
And then I'm gonna come right back to you,
Yes.
and that's why we vote.
There
Now,
you go.
the mail.
Oh lordy.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Like
There's the lizard people taking the ballots and filling out.
it could be the lizard people
Putting them in
who
the mailbox.
come in 2 weeks later and they be filling it out. You know how they be filling it out for dead people?
That's true. That's true.
They got hella dead people voting, and it's never for what you want. Just saying. So, Kanye, if you'd love to do this show,
Oh God.
please come on over.
They reach out to us random strangers.
Jennifer,
Love Hewitt.
no, the black one. Jennifer.
Hudson.
Nope, the other black one. Older. Ooh. Jennifer. She's from Blackish. Oh my gosh. I should
Oh
know this.
no, Jennifer.
Lewis.
Okay. Yes.
She started
Love
off
Jennifer Lewis.
with this conversation about Kanye. I think it was on Complex, where she was like, "You need to shut up." But then, like, the second half of it was like, "Baby, come and talk to somebody. Come and talk to somebody. I know what you're going through." And it was so compassionate and so nice, but it started off crazy. You want me to send it to you?
Yes.
I will send it to you. Matter of fact, I'll play it right here.
On the net.
Right here. It is in my ERG. All right, go ahead and talk. I'm going to find it.
All right. So, Dungeons and Dragons. What you want to do is get yourself the basic books.
Goodness gracious.
You'll have a blast. Critical Role. We're not sponsored by them either. Watch them. Anyway. Doody.
Don't do that.
All right. Texas barbecue. I was at Fort Worth not that long ago. Pretty good. I went to Cooper's Barbecue, and then I went to the biggest honky tonk in the world. That's what they said on the front. It was called...
Okay, I found it.
Okay. It was called Bobby B's or Big Bob's. Bob's Busters, something.
Sick of Kanye. I was sick of him before he did all this. I don't care what he's dealing with. Shut your mouth. You go sit down somewhere. All them kids that look up to his ass. Hey, Kanye. My name is Jennifer Lewis. I'm famous too. Not as famous as you.
Just lower your mic.
That does not excuse you
No, it is an echo.
from doing what you should be doing. Go get help, baby. Your children are looking at you. You hush now. I know what pain you're going through. I went through it. Do it for your children. Do it for the next generation. They gave you everything. They listen to your music just because you consider yourself a genius, and a lot of people do. Van Gogh was a genius. He cut his fucking ear off. You hush now and go get some help. Go get some help, baby. Find me, call me. Let me help you. That baby's so sick.
I think she overcorrected herself. She was like, okay. Oh, well, okay.
She started crying at the end. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't know.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Lewis.
Jennifer Lewis.
Jennifer Lawrence is the white lady.
Do you think?
Go
Let's
ahead.
not get into it. Let's not get into it
Yeah,
because
probably
it
a
gets
good
me
idea.
upset every single time. She really doesn't deserve both of those things, but whatever. Whatever. So, anyways, not scared the entire country is going to fail.
No, you just kind of got to live through it.
It's fun that you say that because I had a great conversation with two lawyers this morning that made me think I probably should have been a lawyer because their job seems really easy. The getting the work is hard.
Yes.
But also the type of lawyers that they are
Yes.
seemed like the way they explained it. I was like, damn, I could have done that. Now, do I need to go to court? I don't want to be the court lawyer,
No.
but I want to be the lawyer that's like, yeah, let me just see the contract before you sign it.
Right.
That's
See that.
the practicing lawyer. I could have done that, but those guys, they were explaining to me how they was ready to go bankrupt pretty much when tough times came, and they're lawyers.
Just because lawyers are a dime a dozen out here, especially.
Dude, I know many lawyers in LA that make $45,000 to $55,000
Yeah.
a year.
Isn't that nuts? All that schooling, all that student loan debt for 45.
You have to start your
50?
own company.
Yeah. And then you have to like
You have
boots
know
to the
business.
ground.
Yeah.
go get clients like that because
That's some sick stuff.
it's nuts.
Actually, now that I'm talking about it, this is therapeutic because I
It's
shouldn't
correcting
be a
me.
lawyer.
Yeah,
I
I'm
told my
glad I'm not.
parents I was going to be a lawyer, but I make more than a lawyer,
Yeah, see,
at least by $5 or $10.
come on now, you can get the large at the Starbucks instead of the medium.
All right, we're gonna end this episode. We're gonna end this episode with deep personal questions that we always ask,
Okay, I'm ready.
but only this time because in the background is Sylv.
Sylv, that's my mama.
And I'm going to ask these questions, and young Balos is going to answer them, but with her eyes to me.
Okay,
Sylv is going to answer them as well.
I'm ready.
You ready, Sylv? Do you want children in the next 5 years?
Absolutely not.
Do you think marriage is in the books for within the next 5 years?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then yes.
That's 1 and 1. 1 and 1.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Do you think buying a house is in the books within the next 7 years?
Oh God, I hope so.
Okay.
That's deep.
Deep, yeah. Do you think it's important for the potential future kids to go to church?
Ooh. Do I? You know what? Yes.
Mm.
It's a curveball from me. Yes.
That's a shock. Would you be happy with just fur babies?
Yes. I certainly would.
This is like the best game ever. You're like aligned where you don't think you are.
Yeah. I probably know exactly where we're going.
Yeah, yeah. A good ring
Yes.
is 3 months of pay.
Is it?
Just ask. It's a question.
If I think that's fair.
Is that a good ring?
3 months of pay for me, 75 cents plus.
You should see your face.
That's about $1.25 and some change. I'll say 2 months.
2 months. Sylv?
No, wait. The engagement ring or the ring? Marriage ring.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You know how you get the marriage ring and then you get the engagement ring first?
Do you know I've never thought about that?
Really?
I did not know. Wait,
Yeah.
wait. I'm sorry.
You propose
Hold
with
on.
the engagement ring,
What?
and then you get a ring for marriage.
Oh,
So it's 2 rings.
there's one that's just a band.
No, well, it could be. Doesn't have to be.
Wait, is it always that way?
Yeah. 2 rings.
Always?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I've seen people have 2 rings. I thought it was just flossing.
No, it's an engagement ring and then a marriage ring.
Which one's the good ring?
Because everyone talks about the engagement ring being huge, the diamond.
Okay.
Is
So the
huge.
band is the wedding ring.
Sure. No, not always. Sometimes it's just as big of a rock for the actual wedding ring.
And the wedding ring is given on the day of the wedding.
Correct. They
But do
their
they know
vows
what
and
it
then-
looks like? Do they both know what it looks like?
Usually they go pick it out. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Versus the engagement ring, you can surprise the missus if they're the one proposing.
It is so hard to be a man because you got to learn this stuff eventually.
I have friends who got married. That's the only reason I know.
I see. Okay. Is 1 kid enough?
See, that's hard because I'm an only child. But I had a bunch of cousins. Versus my situation right now, there's not a lot of cousins if I had a kid. So 2 minimum. That sounds expensive. 1.5 minimum. 1 and a dog.
A career in LA.
That's what I'm doing. That's what my goal is.
Okay. All right. Last one.
I'm ready.
Starting a retirement fund within the next 2 years.
Shouldn't I already have a retirement fund like 401k?
Yeah, but we live here right
403b?
now. 403B, you got a B?
I got a B.
Oh shoot, I might be behind.
I don't know how to merge them because I don't know the science behind that. But yeah, yes.
I think you guys are pretty close. Let's say I asked 6 questions. For out of the 6, you guys are like 4 out of 6
Okay, right on.
ish. But you could also be answering just because you know she's
Because I know
behind
my mama's right there. We'll see. You'll
you.
never
Some
know.
of those answers are a little different than the other episodes.
You'll never know.
Do we make a fan out of Sylv on the show? Now you have to listen to all the episodes to find out exactly
Please
what
don't.
was said.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, because then you'll see us arguing with Sunil.
Yeah.
All right, eventually these boys are gonna come back. Sunil and Sam,
And Samuel.
the bald and the semi-bald. They are
The bald and on the way there. Bald.
they are out and about doing what they do. But since we are here, we want to thank you guys for joining us on this episode of the Men on the Internet podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and drop a comment on YouTube, on our Instagram page. If you are into this content, leave a ya. If you're Latin, leave a ha. If you are a black or anything else. And if you are just a fan, which means white,
Yeah.
leave like a, dude, this is so good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. And then if you are listening on a streaming platform, leave us a review. Tell everybody that you think this is the greatest show ever made in history. And with that being said, in Alabama, yes, family. Family's loud.